Go.
One of the articles on our website is entitled, "When It's Time to Plan, to Plan." It's interesting, and we're seeing the application of it in several of the families we're working with, where the senior generation just kind of did things by the back of their hand, just wrote a business plan on the back of a napkin, just kind of shot from the hip. It's different today. It's very different for the next generation.
Research has shown that generations 1 and 3 tend to be more entrepreneurial, while generations 2 and 4 tend to be more operational and more thinking about the business in those lines. This is where this dichotomy comes into play, and some of the challenges with managing a family business and managing multiple generations plays itself out.
And many of the seniors really have a hard time grasping the younger generation's need to plan and focus on planning. They're seeing it as getting too much information, on the inability to make a quick decision and react fast enough. And really, the younger generation has a different take on all of it.
Yeah, they're coming from different angles and different perspectives. What effect will the business have on my personal and family life? I need to plan this out, to think about this. Years ago, business was, not that it had a more importance than family life, but it was different. The value systems were different from the older generations versus the younger generations. Being at kids' ball games, or being a Little League coach, or being a basketball coach, all those pieces, I think today, have a larger effect on the business and thus require more planning, not just in the daily lives of the people, but they want to be more strategic in the vision of the business and what's it going to, ultimately, what is the business going to yield for the family and the lifestyles that those families may have as well.
For many members of the younger generation, the focus on the business is for the business to serve the family, where the prior generation had the family serve the business, so the business would now be able to serve the family. It's a question of getting a delicate balance there. If the seniors feel that the kids are just out there to draw from the business, there's going to be enormous resentment and enormous conflict. So there has to be a balance on both sides to make it work.
One of the things we really encourage when working with our clients is that they sit at the table and they talk about these things. Get them out on the table. Get the different perspectives. Get the values. What do you want from the business? What does the business need from you? The better you can get those out on the table and talk about it and understand the different perspectives, I think the more each generation will appreciate it of one another.
Click here just below this posting and you'll get to the article, the little mini case study about a dad and his daughter and his son and how they have this kind of a conversation.